My friends, today I want to share with you a troubling truth. A truth that goes against everything we've been taught since childhood. A truth that may shock you, but one that needs to be said. And that truth is this: kindness, yes, kindness can ruin your life in ways you never imagined. Now, I know what you're thinking. But wait, isn't kindness a virtue? Aren't we supposed to be kind to one another? And you're right. That's what we've been told. But let me ask you this: has anyone ever truly explained to you the dark side of kindness? The ways in which it can be twisted, manipulated, and used against you? Well, that's exactly what I'm here to do today. I'm here to open your eyes to the 4 insidious ways that kindness can sabotage your life, hold you back from your true potential, and leave you vulnerable to those who would take advantage of your good nature. Firstly, let's talk about how kindness can make you a doormat. You see, when you're always putting others first, always saying yes to their demands and needs, you teach people that your own wants and boundaries don't matter. You train them to see you as someone they can walk all over, someone whose kindness they can exploit without consequence. Think about it. How many times have you agreed to do a favor you didn't want to do just to be nice? How often have you let someone else's emergency become your problem, sacrificing your own time and energy in the process? And how frequently have you bit your tongue instead of standing up for yourself, all in the name of kindness? The more you do this, the more people will come to expect it from you. They'll start to see your kindness as weakness, as an invitation to take advantage of you. And before you know it, you'll be drowning in other people's expectations and demands, with no time or energy left for your own needs and goals. But it gets worse. Not only does excessive kindness turn you into a doormat, it also attracts users and abusers into your life. These are the people who seek out kind-hearted individuals like you, not because they value your generosity, but because they see it as an opportunity to get what they want. They'll come to you with sob stories and tales of woe, tugging at your heartstrings until you feel compelled to help them. They'll flatter you and make you feel important, all the while sizing you up as a potential mark. And once they've gotten what they want from you, whether it's money, time, or emotional support, they'll disappear, leaving you feeling used and foolish. But the users and abusers aren't the only ones who will be drawn to your kindness. The energy vampires will be hot on their heels, ready to bleed you dry with their constant neediness and drama. These are the people who always seem to have a crisis going on, who need you to drop everything and come running to their aid. They'll call you at all hours, monopolize your time with their problems, and drain you of every ounce of empathy and understanding you possess. And the thing is, they're never really interested in solving their issues or improving their lives. They just want a captive audience for their complaints, someone who will validate their victim mentality and enable their self-destructive behaviors. The more you give them, the more they'll take, until you're left a hollow shell of your former self, too exhausted and emotionally depleted to take care of your own needs. But perhaps the most insidious way that kindness can ruin your life is by preventing you from reaching your full potential. You see, when you're always putting others first, you leave little room for your own growth and development. Think about all the times you've sacrificed your own dreams and goals for the sake of being kind. The job opportunities you've passed up because you didn't want to inconvenience your current employer. The relationships you've stayed in long past their expiration date because you didn't want to hurt the other person's feelings. The passions and hobbies you've neglected because you were too busy tending to everyone else's needs. Every time you do this, you send a message to yourself that your own desires and ambitions don't matter. You teach yourself to be content with a life half lived, a pale shadow of what you're truly capable of. And the worst part is, the world doesn't reward this kind of self-sacrificing behavior. It doesn't care how many people you've helped or how much of yourself you've given away. In the end, all that matters is what you've accomplished for yourself, what kind of life you've built. So by constantly putting your own needs and goals on the back burner, you're not just holding yourself back, you're robbing the world of the unique contributions only you can make. You're depriving us all of the gifts and talents that lie dormant within you, waiting to be expressed. But it doesn't have to be this way. You have the power to break free from the trap of excessive kindness, to start putting yourself first and living life on your own terms. It won't be easy, of course. You'll have to learn to set boundaries, to say no when you need to, and to put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. You'll have to be willing to disappoint people sometimes, to risk being seen as selfish or unkind in the service of your own well-being. But the rewards of this kind of self-care are immeasurable. When you start making yourself a priority, you'll find that you have more energy, more creativity, and more joy to bring to every area of your life. You'll be better equipped to handle challenges and setbacks because you'll be coming from a place of inner strength and resilience. And most importantly, you'll be modeling healthy behavior for those around you. By showing others that it's okay to put yourself first sometimes, you'll be giving them permission to do the same. You'll be creating a ripple effect of self-love and self-respect that can transform entire communities and cultures. So, my friends, I urge you to take a hard look at the role kindness plays in your life. Are you using it as a tool for genuine connection and compassion, or has it become a weapon that others wield against you? Are you being kind to yourself, nurturing your own needs and desires, or are you constantly putting yourself last in the name of being a good person? These are tough questions, I know, but they're worth asking because the answers could literally change your life. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not saying that kindness is bad or that we shouldn't strive to be compassionate and helpful to others. Far from it. Kindness is a beautiful and necessary part of the human experience, and we need more of it in the world. But like anything else, kindness needs to be balanced with wisdom, discernment, and a healthy dose of self-respect. We need to learn to be kind in ways that uplift and empower both ourselves and others, rather than enabling dysfunctional patterns and behaviors. And we need to remember that true kindness starts with being kind to ourselves. It's about treating ourselves with the same love, care, and respect that we so freely give to others. It's about setting healthy boundaries, pursuing our passions, and living in alignment with our deepest values and truths. So as you go out into the world today, I challenge you to start putting this wisdom into practice. Start small with little acts of self-care and self-kindness. Say no to that draining social engagement you've been dreading. Take a few minutes to meditate or journal, even if it means letting someone else's email go unanswered for a little while longer. And as you build up your kindness muscle, start applying it to bigger and bigger areas of your life. Pursue that dream job or passion project, even if it means ruffling a few feathers. End that toxic relationship, even if it means being the bad guy for a while. Most importantly, trust that by being truly kind to yourself, you're not only improving your own life, but the lives of everyone around you. Because when you're coming from a place of wholeness and self-love, you have so much more to give to the world. You become a beacon of hope and inspiration, a living example of what's possible when we dare to put ourselves first and live life on our own terms. And that, my friends, is the kind of kindness the world needs more of. Not the doormat variety that leaves us drained and resentful, but the empowered, self-respecting kind that allows us to show up as our best selves and make a real difference in the lives of others. So go out there and start spreading that kind of kindness today. Start with yourself and watch as it ripples outward, touching and transforming everyone and everything in its path. Because when we dare to be kind in this way to ourselves, to others, and to the world at large, there's no limit to the magic and miracles we can create. And that, my friends, is the truth about kindness, the whole, messy, beautiful truth. May it set you free, and may it guide you to a life beyond your wildest dreams. There is so much more I could say about this topic. The ways in which kindness can be misused and abused are endless, and the path to reclaiming our power and setting healthy boundaries is a long and winding one. But I hope that this has given you a starting point, a spark of inspiration to begin questioning the role of kindness in your own life and making changes where necessary. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, empowering ourselves to live with authenticity, integrity, and joy, and to spread that light to others in a way that uplifts rather than depletes. It's a journey, to be sure. There will be obstacles and challenges along the way, moments where our resolve is tested and our old patterns threaten to pull us back in. But with each step we take, each act of self-love and self-care, we grow stronger and more resilient. We become more deeply rooted in our own truth, more immune to the opinions and expectations of others. And as we do this work on ourselves, we start to notice something incredible happening around us. We start attracting people and situations that reflect our new, empowered way of being. We find ourselves surrounded by others who value and respect us, who encourage us to shine our brightest and pursue our wildest dreams. This is the magic of true kindness, the kind that starts within and radiates outward. It's a force for transformation, for healing, for the elevation of the human spirit. And it all starts with a single choice, the choice to be kind to ourselves, even when it's hard, even when it goes against everything we've been taught, even when it means disappointing others or facing our own deepest fears and insecurities. Because on the other side of that choice lies a life of freedom, authenticity, and unbridled joy. A life where we get to be fully, unapologetically ourselves and inspire others to do the same. So as we continue on this journey together, let us remember the true meaning of kindness. Let us practice it with discernment and wisdom, always checking in with ourselves to make sure we're coming from a place of genuine love and care. And let us trust that by doing this sacred work on ourselves, we're not only healing our own hearts and minds, but also contributing to the healing of the world at large. Because that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? To leave this planet a little better than we found it, to use our gifts and our passions in service of something greater than ourselves. And it all starts with a single act of kindness to ourselves, to each other, and to the world we share. So go out there and be kind, my friends. But be kind wisely, be kind bravely, be kind in a way that honors your own sacred worth and the worth of all beings. For in that kind of kindness lies the key to unlocking our highest potential and creating a world of true peace, justice, and love. May we all find the courage to embrace it, to live it, to be it. And may we never forget the transformative power of kindness in its truest, most authentic form. The journey continues, my friends. There are still so many layers to unpack, so many insights to explore, so many stories and examples to share. But I have faith in you. I know that you have the strength, the wisdom, and the heart to take these truths and run with them, to integrate them into your own life in a way that feels authentic and meaningful to you. And as you do, I hope you'll share your own experiences and insights with others, because that's how we grow, isn't it? By learning from each other, by sharing our struggles and our triumphs, by lifting each other up and cheering each other on. We're all in this together, after all. We're all navigating this crazy, beautiful, messy thing called life, trying to find our way to a place of greater peace, purpose, and connection. And the more we can support each other on that journey with kindness, with compassion, with fierce and unwavering love, the more we'll all be able to thrive. So let's keep the conversation going, my friends. Let's keep exploring what it means to be truly kind to ourselves and each other. Let's keep peeling back the layers of conditioning and expectation that have kept us small and trapped for so long. And most importantly, let's keep taking action. Let's keep putting these principles into practice, even when it's scary, even when it's hard, even when it feels like the whole world is pushing back against us. Because that's how we create change, isn't it? One choice at a time, one moment at a time, one act of courage and compassion at a time. And I believe with all my heart that if we keep showing up in this way for ourselves, for each other, for the world, there's nothing we can't achieve. There's no dream too big, no challenge too great, no obstacle too insurmountable. We have the power within us to create a life and a world beyond our wildest imaginings. And it all starts with kindness, true, authentic, life-altering kindness. So let's get out there and start spreading it like wildfire, my friends. Let's set the world ablaze with our love, our passion, our unshakable commitment to living life on our own terms. And let's never, ever forget the incredible, awe-inspiring, world-changing power of being kind to ourselves and each other. The journey is just beginning, my friends, and I can't wait to see where it takes us next.